You are sitting in a cafe. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. The sun is shining, the coffee smells amazing, and you should be happy.
But you aren't. You are staring at your phone, watching the minutes tick by. Your friend is 45 minutes late. Again.
Finally, they walk in. They don't apologize. They sit down, sigh loudly, and before you can even say hello, they start.
They tell you about their terrible boss, then their noisy neighbor, then their expensive car repair, then the person who looked at them weirdly on the bus.
You try to speak. You say, "Oh, I actually had a difficult day too." But they cut you off. "That reminds me of my difficult day last Tuesday," they scream.
An hour passes. You haven't said a word about your life. You pay for the coffee because they forgot their wallet, and you walk to your car. Your head hurts. Your shoulders are tight. You feel like a sponge that has been dipped in a bucket of gray, dirty water.
You don't want to see them again, but a voice in your head says, "Don't be mean, they need you. You've been friends for years."
Welcome to Vivid English Today. I'm Larah.
And I'm Miles, and today we are vampire hunting.
It sounds dramatic, but it's a survival skill. Today, we're talking about setting boundaries and handling toxic friends.
Larah, I feel like this is the dark side of fluency. We spend so much time learning how to connect with people, but we never learn how to disconnect when the connection is destroying us.
Exactly. We're taught how to be polite. We aren't taught how to be protective. And for an English learner, this is twice as hard.
Why is it harder for us?
Because of what I call the gratitude trap.
The gratitude trap? Explain that. It sounds like something that would happen to me.
It happens to everyone. It's the feeling that because someone is a native speaker or because they are helping you practice English, you owe them your time. You feel like you can't say no to their drama because you should be grateful they are talking to you.
Oh, wow. I feel that in my soul. I've stayed in so many boring or annoying conversations because I thought, well, at least I'm practicing my listening skills.
But you aren't practicing listening, you're practicing being a doormat. If the conversation is 100% them and 0% you, that's not a friendship. That's an unpaid therapy session.
So let's identify the monsters here. We're calling them energy vampires, but they come in different forms.
Form number 1, the perpetual victim.
This is the person whose life is a constant disaster. Everything is a crisis. They don't want a solution, they just want an audience.
Form number 2, the one-upper.
I hate this one. You say, "I have a headache," and they say, "I have a brain tumor." You say, "I'm tired," and they say, "I haven't slept since 2014.
It's a competition of misery. And form number 3, the helpful critic.
These are the people who say, "I'm only telling you this because I'm your friend, but that presentation you gave, it was a bit weak. You should work on your accent."
Ouch! They use friendship as a shield to be mean. It's just shade, like we talked about in the last episode, but it's constant.
So let's talk about the vocabulary of this friction. We have words like obligation and resentment.
Obligation is when you do something because you feel you have to, not because you want to. And resentment is the poison that grows in your heart when you say yes, but your soul is saying no.
If you feel resentment every time a certain person's name pops up on your phone, that's a signal.
It's a red flag from your own brain. Now, let's look at a role play. I want to show the listeners what a disaster looks like. I'll be the energy vampire, the perpetual victim version. You try to be the good friend.
I'm very good at being the too nice friend.
Oh, Miles, thank God you're here. I've had the worst morning. My cat threw up on my rug, and then the Wi-Fi went out right as I was joining a meeting, and I think my boss is trying to fire me. He didn't say good morning to me. He just looked at his coffee. He hates me, Miles. I know it.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Larah. That sounds really stressful. Maybe he was just tired? I actually had a bit of a rough morning too.
And then I went to the store and they were out of the oat milk I like. Can you believe it? My whole day is ruined. I just feel like the universe is against me. Why does this always happen to me? Miles, you're so lucky. Your life is so easy. You don't understand what it's like to have real problems.
Well, I do have some stress at work, and I wanted to talk to you about.
Anyway, I need you to help me write this email to my boss. It needs to be perfect. You have an hour, right? I know you aren't doing anything important today.
Well, I was gonna go to the gym, but I guess I can help.
Miles, I wanted to reach through the microphone and shake you. You didn't set a single boundary. You just let me eat your whole afternoon.
I felt so guilty. You sounded so sad.
That's the vampire magic. They use sadness as a weapon. But notice, I didn't ask you one question about your life. I interrupted you twice, and I insulted your easy life.
It was totally one-sided.
So, how do we fix this? We need the I statement and the capacity buffer.
Explain the I statement.
When we are angry, we usually use you statements. You are being selfish. You never listen. This makes the other person defensive. They will fight back.
So instead?
You talk about your experience. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed by this conversation. Or, I'm at my capacity for talking about work drama today.
I'm at capacity. That sounds so professional, but also very firm. It's like saying, my emotional gas tank is empty. I have nothing left to give you.
Exactly. And then you use the buffer. You say something nice to soften the blow. I value our friendship, but...
Ah, the but. The most important word in the English language.
Let's try the success roleplay. Same scenario. You set a boundary.
Action.
And then I realized I didn't have any oat milk. My whole day is ruined. Miles, I really need you to help me with this email. You're free now, right?
Larah, it sounds like you've had a really intense morning. I'm sorry to hear that. However, I'm actually at my mental capacity right now, and I can't really focus on an email. I have a hard stop at 2 o'clock because I need to head to the gym.
The gym? But I'm in a crisis.
I understand it feels like a crisis, and I'm happy to look at the email tomorrow morning when I have more energy. But for today, I'm going to stick to my schedule. Why don't we talk about something lighter for 10 minutes? Or we can just catch up later.
Miles, that was incredible. You acknowledged my feeling, you stated your capacity, you set a hard stop, and you offered an alternative.
I felt my heart beating fast, but I felt powerful. I wasn't being mean. I was just being real.
And look what happened. I didn't die. The world didn't end. I just realized that I can't use you as a 24-hour service station anymore.
But Larah, what if the boundary doesn't work? What if they keep pushing?
Then you have to choose between the slow fade and the clean break.
The slow fade is the ghosting light, right?
Yes, you stop being available. You take 2 days to reply to a text. You are busy every weekend. Eventually, the vampire finds a new victim. It's a natural end to a toxic cycle.
But if it's a long-term friend, someone you've known for 10 years, the slow fade feels disrespectful.
Then you need the clean break. This is the social divorce.
This sounds terrifying. What do you even say?
You have to be honest but neutral. Let's roleplay this. This is a big one. This is the confrontation. I'm the toxic friend who is confused why you aren't hanging out with me.
Okay, I'm ready. Action.
Hey, Miles, I feel like you've been acting weird lately. Every time I ask to hang out, you have an excuse. Is something wrong? Did I do something?
Larah, I've been doing some thinking. I value the history we have, but I've realized that our friendship has felt very one-sided lately. I find myself feeling drained and exhausted after we speak, rather than energized.
Well, I've had a lot of problems. I thought you were my friend.
I am, and I've tried to be there for you, but I've realized that I don't have the bandwidth to maintain the relationship in this way anymore. I think it's best if we take some space from each other for a while.
Space? For how long?
I don't have an answer for that right now. I just know that for my own mental health, I need to step back. I wish you the best, but I'm going to move on from this friendship for now.
That was a high-status breakup. You didn't apologize, you didn't blame her. You just stated your reality. You weren't a victim, you were a leader.
It feels like the ultimate vivid English moment, using the language not to please someone, but to free yourself.
That is the whole point of this season, Miles. English is a tool for your life. If you can't use it to protect your peace, what's the point?
Protect your peace. I'm putting that on a t-shirt.
Let's do a long drill section. These phrases are for the vault. You might not need them today, but you will need them one day. Focus on the neutral tone. Not angry, not sad, just factual.
I appreciate you sharing that with me, but I don't have the capacity to help right now.
I appreciate you sharing that with me, but I don't have the capacity to help right now.
I've realized that this relationship isn't healthy for me anymore.
I've realized that this relationship isn't healthy for me anymore.
I'm going to have to say no to that, but thank you for thinking of me.
I'm going to have to say no to that, but thank you for thinking of me.
I feel like our conversations have become a bit one-sided lately.
I feel like our conversations have become a bit one-sided lately.
I'm looking for more positive energy in my life right now.
I'm looking for more positive energy in my life right now.
Let's keep our conversation professional from now on.
Let's keep our conversation professional from now on.
Larah, I feel like I've just finished a workout. My brain is tired, but I feel light.
That's the feeling of a boundary, Miles. It's not a wall, it's a gate. You choose who comes in.
So, here is your challenge for the week, listeners.
The friendship audit.
We want you to look at your top 5 people, the people you talk to the most.
For each person, ask yourself, do I feel charged or drained after I talk to them?
If you have a drainer in your life, your challenge is to set one small boundary this week.
I'd love to help, but I'm at capacity today.
Observe their reaction. If they are a real friend, they will understand. If they are a vampire, they will hiss.
Don't let the hiss scare you.
That wraps up week 3. We've handled dating, we've handled shade, and we've survived the vampires.
Next week is the grand finale of Season 2.
Status, influence, and main character energy.
We're going to teach you how to walk into a room and make people want to talk to you.
How to be the person who doesn't wait for permission.
It's going to be a powerful end to the month.
I'm ready for my close-up.
Until then, stay brave.
Stay imperfect.
And stay vivid.